Hi everybody, Jen here with a combination day 21 or day 20 and 21 for my December daily. Day 20 is very quick, it's very simple. I actually really don't like it at all, but I didn't really have a good idea for what to do with this. So on the 20th, I was still in New York. We visited the 9/11 memorial and the museum, and I have a lot of photos, and one of them is from that photo there that I just stapled the tab to, is a picture of one of the memorials, and I didn't feel it was appropriate to have it out in my December daily, showcasing it with all of like happy holidays and Merry Christmas and all of that. So I wanted to hide it. So you'll see what I did here in a minute. Since I didn't have any other photos except for 9/11 photos from that day, I cut a slit in my page protector here. That's what I was showing you with my fingers. And I made a pocket on the back of this Happy Holidays card and stuck the photo in with a tab so that you can pull it out and look at it if you so choose to. Like I said, I didn't feel it was appropriate to have it, to mount it there. I did write about it and write about the experience that we had and how fantastic it was. And 9/11 is kind of, it's very close to me. I have family that made it out and friends that didn't. So it was a very moving experience going to the museum and the memorial. And I wanted to kind of talk about that because it did happen and it was the only thing we did the entire day. And I have to say, if anyone gets if anyone's in New York and you're debating going versus doing something else, I can honestly tell you it was worth every second we spent there. We spent almost 5 hours in the museum itself, not including the time we walked around the memorials beforehand. We probably spent another half an hour outside. So if you're thinking about going, it was fantastic. Anyway, I used this LE Studio card that just has a quote on it, used some stickers to write out 20 and wrote about my experience, and that is pretty much it. I do put a piece of glitter tape to the top right hand corner with of that white card right there with a flare badge that says Noel, just because I felt like it needed a little something more. Like I said, I do not like how this page came out in the end. I feel like I needed to document this in a more extravagant way, but I really couldn't. I didn't have any ideas. I knew I needed to hide the picture, so it is what it is. It's done. The photo's in there if you so choose to look at it, and you can do so easily, and the journaling is written, so it's done in my book. My day 21 is so much better. I really, really like how day 21 comes out, so you'll see that here starting now. So we drove home Saturday night really late at night, and the last maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, it was snowing, and we knew we weren't expecting a lot of snow, but a little bit. So we got about an inch. This was Sunday morning when I first woke up. We had an inch, and by 10:30 it was totally gone. It was sunny and about 50 degrees out, so it didn't last long, but you got a little bit of it. So I am using this page in a full 6x8 page protector, just a full page one. I use the 6x6 snowflake that's underneath the picture is Chickanity Crafts, and then that blue one is a offcut from one of my previous, the envelope page from a couple days ago by Pebbles. And I essentially did this like a small scrapbook page. I did use some Simple Stories DIY cuts there for the Let It Snow at the bottom of the photo because I felt like it needed to add I needed to add something to it. And then before I did the video, I actually took a wood veneer snowflake and the white embellishment there that says snow, that's wood veneer as well, and I embossed them. I didn't want to do it on camera because I didn't want to make a huge mess and take all that time up, so I just did them off camera there. I took all these, a whole bunch of what I had left of these glittered snowflakes from oh my goodness, I can't remember now. Merry & Bright, whoever did that, Pink Paisley, Merry & Bright line, and glued them right to the background. So there's one down now, but I will put several more down as well, and almost make my own background with that on top of that blue stitched card. This little hair clip kind of piece came from Studio Calico, one of the add-ons I got on Black Friday, and then I didn't like the actual like bobby pin on it, so I took just a cutout that said Snow Day and used glue dots to put it over the top of that bobby pin kind of thing, and it's very dimensional, and it makes the die cut very uneven, but it's fine. It looks fine. I like it. I got it used up. That was my goal, was to use that December bobby pin thing. It really isn't my style, but it works well here. I pulled out of my stash some white glitter thickers to go with the snow theme for the number 21, and as well as the title. So a lot of these die cuts were LE Studio. I went through and pulled out anything that was blue, snow kind of color, blue and white, to use on this layout. And so it was that little square that said number, and then the die cut that said treasured, I think. And this is my wood veneer that I embossed with the white that says snow. And then I'm trying to think about what I want to do for my title, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just use those same stickers that I used in for the numbers. So this photo was actually looking out my back door into my neighbor's yard. My yard ends at the fence, so my neighbor has several sheds, and they're all a mess. My yard is not quite all that bad, so but I was looking out when I was letting the dogs out to run around in the morning, and it was so nice to see the snow, because we haven't had any snow at all, and that's very odd for New England. Usually we've had at least one storm that gives us like 2 inches or so by this time. Last year I think we had several storms all right in a row. We didn't have a white Christmas, but we had about, I don't know, a total of like 4 to 5 inches before Christmas hit that then melted. But this was it, an inch, and I saw it for maybe an hour tops before it all melted. But I know the worst is yet to come. December is not too bad usually for us for snow, but we tend to get a lot in January and February, sometimes even in March. So I know I've got a lot to look forward to. So I'm using these flocked freckled fawn snow brads in a couple of different places. And then this is the other wood veneer that I was talking about that I embossed, that I'm going to put at the top there. And then the only other thing I do is add this extra piece of snowflake here with this snowman flare badge. You'll see me in a minute pull out a sticker sheet and try to use a snowman from that sticker sheet, but you'll notice that his scarf is red, and I really did not like the way it looked, given the fact that the layout is just white and blue. So you'll see the red just didn't, it stood out way too much. So if he had a black scarf, I probably would have used him, but instead I used the flare badge, and I put my flare badge on with my glue dots, and that will finish up my layout for day 21. I will put some close-ups in here, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with day 22. Take care. Bye.